do with it is gross. I'm sure that you know what show that I'm talking about. And after seeing, I was seeing a movie, Fahrenheit 451, and I found it so funny that the actor who played Montag, and I think that's ironic that, reading, judging, it's about, was German. Montag was German. And if you're thinking about the idea of burning books, burning knowledge, think of, what Hitler did to, Jewish books knowledge. So anyway, so, trying to think. So, yeah, that show, that'll teach them. I don't know what's going to be going on, but hopefully it is going to be a different thing. Yeah, I don't even know if they're playing any episodes of that, but if they do, then I have very high expectations. Today we're going to, finish up last minute songs. We're going to do that at the very, very end. I will not film that, obviously, because that's off of the film. Just to save memory, because who wants to watch me teaching you all? It's like we did it with that, song, and I would just rather you learn it quickly as you hear it, and, for me have to, ruin my brain trying to explain everything. So, long way down, we're going to be getting to that. Okay. We've already talked about that. I will be filming the Dance Moms episode series. The very, very first episode will be from season 3. Remember the episode where, it's the new season and, Christy and Kelly. This is season 3, right before the 2 episodes on Kathy. And while Abby's in, Los Angeles shooting, Ultimate Dance Competition. Well, Christy and Kelly, if you can remember, we have that really, really big swirling fight, which is dysfunctional, in the studio during the rehearsal of the senior company. And also the dynamics between Kathy, and remember when that choreographer was there who I would describe in the dance world would be Lorian Gibson's husband, which would be Anthony Burrell. So that's the episode that I'm going to do. Okay? So we're going to finish songs later. Now, I want to talk about Sagittarius season because it is up and coming. I was watching a video by somebody whose accent I don't exactly remember or know where they came from, but I think that it's probably I think that she's probably Welsh, but she has an astrology channel. And I have taken all of those ideas from that video and probably added just 1 or 2 new ones, and I wrote all of those ideas up on the board. So these are all of the things that at some point in Sagittarius season I would quarterly recommend that you get around to doing. You don't have to do all of them, but I quarterly recommend that you do the ones that you're most interested in. So, think about the themes that we're going to be getting into Sagittarius. Think about, you're not feeling it now, obviously, but, free, outgoing, stick your foot in your mouth, adventure, expanding your horizons and your mind, having youth philosophy and higher learning and exploration, and, really, the party waiting to happen and the joy factor. Sagittarius is a very interesting fire sign because it's not necessarily, I wouldn't think of Sagittarius as a fire sign. I think of Sagittarius as more an air sign because I have seen several Sagittariuses, I'm not going to, put them in boxes because everybody's different, but they don't, I don't know too many wild ponies in my life. However, the ones that I have seen are not, loud and exaggerated, but they'll, bonnet Fulgonia, and, think of, Cornelia. She probably had a lot of Taurus energy. So, Sagittarius and Taurus are very, very different, but there are some similarities. Gemini and Scorpio are completely different signs. They're countering. That's a very countering combination. Incredibly, probably one of the most countering combinations of signs in the entire zodiac. If you think about it. All of the things to do during Sagittarius season. The first one is to travel. Get outside. Embrace your child factor. Go on an adventure. Travel. Go to a new country. Go to a new place in town in your, city, and, really, go your own way and not stay tied down. Obviously, with Devoc 91, we can't do that. However, there are things that we can do. Like Sunday, we're going on, a lake adventure. That's Sagittarius, getting outside of the house and understanding, a broader, view and perspective of the world, and not learning it in the box of, a building and, a house, but actually, getting out and experiencing it for yourself. It's very, very important. So, read a book, watch a movie. You're probably thinking, why do I say read a book, watch a movie on Sagittarius list? When you can do that for every single sign, different types of areas and interests based off of that sign and based off of the energies, the moons. Not only the planets. What's going on in the card? You may be thinking, why is that on there? Why is it so general? That's something like this. Well, it's about expanding. It's about opening up your mind to do, to new ideas, new ways of living, ways of thinking about something, new situations, new people, all those things. TV. You see people traveling all the time. One of the things that will be coming up in Sagittarius season is Tech Plunder, where you will be going around the world and going different places in the world, which all of the fellow Sag Tech Plunder members are working on for everybody. For this Menton and for all of the Mentons, because this is what, this realm of Mentons at the very least is going to do, is go, online. It's going to be 3-dimensional and travel around things. It's going to be really, really neat. So my, it's going to be a real trip, like, going outside, going places, for the first half of it, for the November half, and then in December, it's going to take into, kind of the early to middle of Sag season, and then the later part of it will be that Tech Plunder, to give, more time, to get the super exciting stuff out of the way, to give more time to set it up, because it's technology, it's complicated. So, I'm going to try to think of a book after we're done with this one of what would be good for Sagittarius season. I'm going to think of something that is realistic fiction. An adventure book. So, learning about a new culture new people, new food, new, dancing is really Sagittarius, new styles of, singing, nature, all these things. Learning, new language, learning about a certain type of history, learning about where your family came from, your ancestors, your heritage, all of those things. Think of, not the theme music, which is Frozen, and that's kind of what, Elsa and Anna did, and, the sequel to it. The theme, I know we'll start the horoscopes on, November 22nd, but the theme music is from Frozen, so, talk to foreign people, foreign interactions, talk to people who are from other cultures, different backgrounds, different families and ethnicities have gone through different experiences, remotely, preferably, talking with them on the phone, because, you have limited options because of this whole thing that hopefully we'll be out of the woods and see the other side of it by next year. I would think that, we would. Absolutely. But there will be things that, will work around it. It won't be, the tradizionale, year for, holidays, but it'll be special just the same. So, so get out of your comfort zone. Do things that you wouldn't normally do. Do things that you would be able to do. Good things, and healthy things, and wise things. But do things that you want to do, but you put them off and you have hesitation, or, feel you're uncomfortable doing those things. It's going to be the time to really, embrace your freedom and everything. So this is Sagittarius, is that part of what? So, let's see. So